What a finish that was. It seemed like after Garrison and Eric hit those back-to-back threes, that was really when the tide turned for you guys. Is that what was going?
Yeah, Garrison got the free throws and got fouled on the three, made a three. Eric, obviously, and then Scoot made a big three off the step up when they went under. So, really good team win. One of the plays of the game to me was Jalen Green's offensive rebound towards the end when we've been talking a lot about his ability to kind of use his athleticism to change games and to get more opportunities. And that was a huge, huge rebound that he got, but definitely a complete team win. I mean, you go down the list of Eric, JT, Seawood, Scoot, Jalen, KJ, Alpy when he was in Garrison. I mean, just a solid team win and a really good trip. I mean, 2 out of 3 on this trip is progress.
It seemed like the transition defense that was still giving you fits a little bit, but the half-court defense, you guys were able to lock down the pick and roll protection like you talked about, and as a whole, just step it up.
Yeah. Christian was so good in his talk in the pick and rolls, as good as he's been all season. I mean, early talk, we could see we were organized. We could get our protection behind the ball. And, like I said, communication brings organization, and he did it. The transition part was mainly because of our turnovers. And we're still struggling with turnovers at times, and they're getting out and running on them. It's hard to kind of get your transition defense set when you're turning the ball over like that. But, the half-court defense I was definitely proud of. And we had 3 really good defensive quarters out of 4.
Coach Silas, I don't know if Daniel mentioned the start. he had a great start. And of course, I know I've been watching this team. They do have slow starts, but that seems like this team was inspired, to get this win after the other night. Can you just talk about, that beginning? I think it was a 13-0 start.
Yeah, so there's a few things to that. I worked for Steve Clifford, and he would always say these afternoon games are very much about readiness. And, it's just, you're out of your routine and you don't get the nap in and all that stuff. So afternoon games, it's so much more about your readiness to play. And I thought we were ready to play tonight. And then the other part of it is one of the things that I communicated to our group was, we're not a playoff team yet, but when we are a playoff team, this is what it's going to look like. You play a team, you learn from that game, you watch the film the next day, you walk through some things, you get some shots up, you conserve your energy for the next time you play them, and then hopefully you apply those things the next day. And that's what it looks like in a playoff series. So hopefully that resonated with the group as far as our readiness today. But we're trying to learn as many lessons as we can for when we're a playoff team. So that was really good. I was proud of them for that.
It didn't appear that you made a whole lot of adjustment on what, Daniel just mentioned, about the defense. The defense looked a little bit better than the other night, but you guys just kept running the same stuff that you did the other night. You just tell me, you didn't want them to stay out of their game. You just want them to play better.
Yeah. It's very much about the defensive end, very much about our organization. On the offensive end, we play a brand of basketball where we try to move it and play fast, and we're not going to change too many things. But on the defensive end, we had to get better organized. And that was with this group, especially, we try not to have too many messages going into or out of a game. We want to make sure we have like 1 or 2 things that we're really concentrating on so we can get it, because we're so young, and we don't want to dilute the message with 4 or 5 different things. We just hey, these are the 2 things we're going to concentrate on, and let's get better at them, and then we'll move on from there.
Because the second quarter tonight was kind of so similar to Friday's,
yep.
Was the halftime message the same? Did you have to say anything differently?
Not really, but we had the recipe, I guess, for success in this game, and that was how we started the game. So we had already done it, and we just had to do it again. So that was the message.
You mentioned wanting to run more actions on offense. Do you think you guys accomplished that?
Yeah, we did. We got to some elbow action. We got some dribble handoff stuff. We got to angle pick and rolls with pops for Seawood, and he was attacking. So yeah, we were a little bit better organized tonight, especially down the stretch. But I guess we won by 6. But all these close games, we've been pretty good down the stretch for our group.
All right, we're going to take some questions from Zoom. Mark Berman, go ahead, please.
Stephen, from your vantage point, what was it like when you watched Garrison go up like that and crash the way he did?
I couldn't really see it. So I just saw him on the floor holding his back, and I was just hoping that he was okay. But obviously that was a huge play in the game. And yeah, he's crashing into a bunch of people and falling down, and he just plays like that. That's just him. So I fully expected him to get up. But yeah, that was a scary play.
Zach Allen, go ahead, please.
Hey, Coach. Hey, how did it affect when Kevin is closing games out much better for you now, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, he's confident at that time of the game, and I'm confident in him. So he has the ball in his hands, and he's going to make the right decision. He made the shot on the angle pick where he was going to his left. Then we ran it again. He turned it over, but that didn't kind of get him down. We came right back down, and he got to a dribble handoff for Eric to turn the corner. So yeah, he's learning the point guard position, and his confidence down the stretch is super important for our team. I mean, you think about tonight, he made that shot. San Antonio, he made the 3 threes. The Washington game, he made the game winner. So those are 3 road games where he's kind of closed them for us and showed a lot of poise and a lot of confidence.
And our final question, Cody Davis, go ahead, please.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
I know this season hasn't been, a lot of wins, but how great has it been for you as a coach just to see the growth of the young guys? You mentioned Kevin Porter Jr., stepping up in the clutch. We saw the big time rebound that Jalen Green had. How great has it been just to see the growth?
Yeah, it's everything, but it's not just those guys. Like the growth of Christian Wood, as far as his pick and roll coverage and his leadership over the last little while has been great. And KJ Martin and obviously Jalen with the offensive rebound tonight, and he played a better game than he played the first game, and he learned from the mistakes that he made in the first game. He was still attacking, but you could see we played him, for lack of a better word, a more educated game because of our experience in the first Sacramento game. But that's our group. We just got to learn from every experience and hopefully grow and improve. And we are seeing some improvement because this is a really good trip. To win 2 out of 3 on the road for us is a big step. So we're proud of ourselves, and we have to enjoy, but we also have to understand what it is to get to this. Like why? The why is always important. And the way we started the game was great, and the way we ended the game was great. So we have to continue to do stuff like that.